LA Rams. Cooper Kupp has been on a lot of trade rumors, a lot of talks about, hey, Cooper Kupp's coming to this team. Cooper Kupp's coming to this team. So we got to ask the question, fact or crap? Does Cooper Kupp get traded by the November 5th deadline? 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away. Guys, Cooper Kupp has been the center of trade rumors the last few days, and he says he hears the noise. He hears the noise, but he is focused on the Rams season right now. As you guys know, Cooper Kupp is coming off his latest injury and has not played since week 2 versus the Arizona Cardinals. In that game versus the Arizona Cardinals, he had 4 catches for 37 yards. In just 2 games this season, Cooper Kupp, he is still 3rd on the team's targets and 3rd on the team in catches. He's played 2 games. He's still 3rd on all. What? That is crazy. Cooper Kupp has a $15 million base salary in 2024, and with the pro-rated situation, there he is owed about $9.7 million on the remaining season for his contract. So for a team to pick him up, it'll take about $10 million in cap space. So like I said, there's been a lot of rumors floating about Cooper Kupp. And some of the rumors have been he's been linked to the Kansas City Chiefs. He's been linked to the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the LA Chargers, all in which can afford the receiver. They all in which have that salary cap space. Now, as we know, the Kansas City Chiefs just signed D-Hop, so they will probably be out on the Cooper Kupp sweepstakes unless something crazy happens. Which, how crazy would that be? The Kansas City Chiefs trade for 2 receivers in the same week. Whoa, slow it down, baby. But the Steelers, they've been looking for another receiver all off season. Ever since they traded Deontay Johnson to the Carolina Panthers, they've been looking to fill that role. They've already struck out twice this season on Brandon Ayuk and Devontae Adams. So I think they're kind of happy of what they got, to be honest. I don't know what they're offering, but teams are turning them down. So I don't really know what is going on. The LA Chargers have been rumored as well because of that young receiver core, but I think Harbaugh is happy of what they got there. Now, we talked about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, on Tuesday, right? Chris Godwin should be out for the rest of the season with that dislocated ankle. Had surgery on it today to get it repaired. Mike Evans is out for the next 2 weeks at least with the hamstring injury, so they need someone, and they need him bad, and they need him now. But the more I think about it, I don't think Cooper Kupp would be a good fit in Tampa. What Cooper Kupp really, really thrives off of is getting the ball a lot, getting a lot of targets, a lot of underfield, like a lot of slant routes, and getting in the open field. And I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are much of that team. But a team that I want to throw out there is the Washington Commanders. The Commanders are playing some really good football right now, and this team is hungry, and I think their fan base and the coaches want to win right now. Trading for Cooper Kupp might get them up over that hump. He instantly becomes probably the number 1 receiver on that team and replaced for Scary Terry. And with Crowder on the IR, I think the vet presence for the Commanders is what they need. But is it fact or is it crap that the LA Rams will trade Cooper Kupp by the November 5th deadline? And truth be told, guys, I want to waffle around this answer real quick. I want to waffle around the answer because it all depends on tomorrow night. If the Rams win, I think they're still in the hunt for the AFC West title. I think they're still in the hunt for a playoff berth. With a win, they are now 2nd place in the West behind the Seattle Seahawks, above the 49ers and above the Cardinals. But if they lose, they are 3 games out of first place, and they play the Seahawks, Bills, 49ers, Eagles all in the upcoming weeks. But, you know, here on the Man Hour, we give answers. We don't waffle around the answers. And a gun to my head, to factor crap, do the LA Rams trade Cooper Kupp? I got to say that's crap. I got to say it is crap because I think the Rams are still hanging on to what they once had, right? They signed Matthew Stafford through the 2026 NFL season, and they could have traded him last season. They could have traded him this offseason. Hell, they could still trade him now, But the Rams are hanging on to what they once had, and I think the Rams still think they can still win. So fact or crap, guys, do the LA Rams trade Cooper Kupp? That is the question. That is the question. That is the question. Rizzy the Pooh says the Packers are going to win the Super Bowl. No, they're not. I think the Packers are a good team. They're not there yet. I thought it was Kupp. It is Kupp. Kupp. Cooper Kupp. James Frank says, bring Kupp to Cleveland. Oh, wait. No veteran is going to want to come to Cleveland because our fan base boos players when they get injured. Listen, I don't think no players want to go to Cleveland right now. You guys are all a dumpster fire. And James Frank says, ooh, Kupp to the Bucks would be fire. It would be fire, but I don't think he fits that scheme. I don't know. Casey says Steelers should go after Cooper Kupp. They should. But I don't know if they will. And Derek's like, you know what? I'm a Raiders fan. Gardner Minshew for Cooper Kupp straight up. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Oh, man. Danny Hawkins in the chat says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Danny. Hope you're having a good old day. And James is like, oh, Cooper Kupp opposite of Evans? Mind blowing. So let's backtrack to Tampa, right? Because I think Cooper Kupp thrives off of getting the ball. I think Cooper Kupp really wants to really get down, get the ball a lot, and get the ball thrown to him a lot. Gets him going, right? Mike Evans is arguably the number one receiver on that team. But with Chris Godwin out, like I said it, Chris Godwin is the X factor. Chris Godwin is the reason why the Bucks are the Bucks. Does Cooper Kupp, can he step up and be that second receiver, or does he got to be the number one guy? Like that is my issue with this. Is if you go to a team like the Buccaneers or the Commanders or the Kansas City Chiefs, right? You are not going to be the number one guy. You are going to be a number 2 or number 3 guy. Can he handle that? Can his ego take that? I don't know. James Trek says what they had for 1 year. I mean, I feel like if you're going to make a trade for a Cooper Kupp, you are going to want to re-sign him. You're going to want him for 3-4 years. I don't think it's a 1-year rental deal. I don't think it is. So, guys, what do you think? Does Cooper Kupp get traded by the LA Rams by the November 5th deadline? I think it is officially crap. I think he stays in LA.